Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alice and this is Chasing Bliss. Today is Sunday, November 12th. November 12th, I think. Yeah, November 12th. Sunday, November 12th, and it's day 12 of Glovember, a challenge I created for 30 days throughout the month of November to get my mind right, to get my money right, to get my house right, to get my spirituality right, all of that, mental, all of that, just to try to get it together. So, today's video, I want to talk to you guys about, Lord have mercy, I'm all over the place, too much caffeine today. I want to talk to you guys about quitting comparisons. As a self-proclaimed social media user, and I'm kind of obsessed with social media. I love being on there, catching up with my friends. I like being on social media, learning things. I just like being on social media. It's interesting and fun to me, the way I have my pages curated. There is a small trap that we can sometimes fall into, and that is the trap of comparison. Before social media, you pretty much would maybe compare yourself to people you see on TV, celebrities. It's difficult to compare ourselves to because they have a life that we just don't live. Maybe we compared ourselves to our neighbors, keeping up with the Joneses, but it probably wasn't as bad as it is now because you have people on social media called influencers that try to get you to see that you should be living the life that they live, based a lot of times on the products that they are trying to sell you or influence you to buy, or things they're trying to influence you to get. It is a vicious cycle that you can get in when you're looking at someone's Instagram or YouTube or TikTok and you see how beautifully their home is curated. Their wigs is laid better than yours, their skin is glowing better, they're smaller size, they have more curves, more booty, more boobs, whatever, more jewelry, bigger family, a husband, successful children, whatever. You see these small snapshots of people's lives, and it can cause you to compare yourself and feel like, why am I not there? I must not be good enough. I must not be working hard enough. God must not love me as much. My friends don't support me enough. It can spiral you. And I just want to remind you that, you have to actually kind of appreciate where you are and who you are. God didn't make no mistakes when he made you. Sure that we've all probably made mistakes in our lives that may have stunted our growth a little bit, but it didn't stop us completely, and we can keep going. One way to completely stunt that growth is to fall into that comparison trap where you are comparing your life to someone else's. And when watching someone's social media, you have to also be mindful that you don't know where they started. There is someone that I follow on social media. She literally just wrote a book. But when I go back, I just went back to her YouTube in the very beginning stages of her YouTube. Her videos were not that great. It was just like a video she shot in her bathroom showing her hair routine. And then her YouTube videos moved up into where she was talking about just her house and how she was decorating her house, and then it moved to she started talking about budget and finance, and she found her niche, and that's kind of where she started kind of moving her channel. Every month she was doing like her budget and her net worth, and she was just kind of moving through that. She grew her page that way on YouTube and Instagram, and now she just got a huge book deal. She just launched her book. So she had very humble beginnings, but if you start following her now, where she's probably a multimillionaire, you'd be like, well, dang, like, how do I do that? But you have to remember, you can't compare her chapter 5 or 10 to your chapter 1. I remember everybody's mother, Tabitha Brown. I love Tabitha Brown. I remember when Tabitha Brown first started going live on YouTube and she first became a vegan. She was in a very modest home. She was cooking on the stove where half the burners didn't work. I remember she had, and I think she may still use it, she had this old kind of like spoon spatula thing. She called it Sheena. It was burnt up on the end, but she just loved to cook with that. I remember she used to be on set saying, just kind of manifesting, like talking to like fake production, like, production? Y'all ain't got my stuff set up. She would be having those conversations with herself, just kind of manifesting where she is now. And as you know, she has been on numerous sets, has her own YouTube show where she does have her own production and has stuff in Target, has a haircut line. I mean, just if you look at Tabitha Brown today, you would think that she's been successful. But I mean, this was probably 3-4 years ago that I remember her going live on Facebook with a very small group. Come on in my room. All right. Donna was really, really short. She had just cut it off. I mean, she started out small, but you can't compare where you start. You can't compare you now to Tabitha Brown if you didn't start with Tabitha. You know what I'm saying? So, and then even before her YouTube journey, I think even before she made the Whole Foods video, like before that, if you read her book, she had been trying to get into acting for years and years and years. So you just never know. You just have to keep going, keep grinding, and not worry about where other people are. Focus on where you are and where you're trying to go. And it's probably a more direct path for you instead of saying, okay, I'm here, they're here, maybe I should go this way. But no, I was supposed to go this way. But because they're over here, you trying to get over here. And it's just gonna throw you off and slow you down. So that's another tip to think of when you are comparing yourself. Many a times on social media, people are only showing you what they call their highlight reel. They're not really showing you their life. I have seen people post small snippets of their home and then give a behind the scenes, just kind of being transparent, because like right now, transparency is the thing, and being transparent, and the rest of their house is a mess. Like they have one corner that they shoot all their videos in, and the rest of the space is just not up to par. There is a story of a young lady who was an influencer who portrayed having designer clothes and designer shoes and designer bags, and she was literally homeless. She was sleeping on a friend's couch, but you couldn't tell that from her Instagram. So you have to be careful about looking at what other people post and thinking that it's actually real life. Sometimes it is. Sometimes people just got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what they're portraying is actually what it is, and that's okay too. You can clap for them and not feel bad about yourself. The key to it is to be inspired by it and to say, you know what, they have everything that they want. Now let me go work on what I want. It may not be what they're showing you. It may be something different. And that's another trap of comparison, is people influencing you to try to live the life that they live. That's their path. That is their path. There's one influencer that I see all the time. And when she's doing like a morning routine or whatever, and she makes her bed, she steams her sheets. That's just not my path. It ain't gonna never be my path. Like, as gorgeous as her sheets are and her bed is, I'm not steaming my sheets every morning when I make my bed. But, you know, that gets a lot of attention on social media. That's her path. That is what she enjoys doing. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I think I sleep just as well as she does on wrinkle sheets. I don't know. I don't know. I probably will never know, because I'm not ironing and steaming sheets. But be inspired, but don't take their path. You still have your own path to walk down, and not try to walk down their path when you're being influenced. I have been influenced on social media to buy products that have been great. I've been influenced to buy products on social media that have been a whole scam, and I wanted my money back. I've been influenced to try cleaning techniques that have been great. I've been influenced to try workouts and eating plans. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Same with supplements. There is some good influence out there, but like I said, you have to take it with a grain of salt. You can't expect to take a supplement that someone who has a private chef, a trainer, access to a plastic surgeon that we may not know about. You can't expect to look like them by taking the bloom greens that they take every morning. It just probably is not going to happen. Like, you're going to have to put in some work or hire a surgeon too. So just be mindful of why you're buying the product and why you're being influenced and why you feel like you want to try to do what they're doing. Be careful when you go down that road as well. Maybe just, like I said, use it as inspiration to live your best life the way you should live it, not theirs. So yeah, just be careful out there on social media with the comparing yourselves to other people. Well, that is my Sunday chat for you guys today. That is all I got. Ain't got no more. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.